Laura Dodson's latest exhibition, Amnesia, is a seductive mix of photography, painting, and technical wizardry that seems far removed from conventional photographic exhibitions. The work shown here seems to blur the lines between painting and photography and leaves you wondering, how on earth did she do it? This is Laura's fourth solo exhibition in Athens. A native New Yorker, she is both photographer, teacher, and art theorist, and shows her work on both sides of the Atlantic.
I am American. I was born in New York, and I lived in Greece for about 20 years, where I taught photography. And I returned to New York about 4 years ago. So I have one foot on each continent, and I think that actually influences the work. My previous exhibit was called Between States because I think the movement in the work is very reflective of my state of mind. A lot of the titles also combine the past with the present. They deal a lot with memory, with the layering of memory. One of the comments that I encounter when people look at the work is they ask me if they're paintings or if they've been overly manipulated by Photoshop and digitized. And in fact, it's neither one. They are photographs, and a lot of the effects of these photographs may look painterly, but they're very photographic. For example, I use time exposures in conjunction with movement and with light to create these sort of slurs and shifts. The painterly element that does exist in the work occurs before I photograph it. I place these objects on glass, and I add liquids, I add colors, salts, sugars, glitter, that type of thing, and I combine all of those. There's a certain kitchen chemistry involved to the backgrounds, and I synthesize them all with the object I'm photographing. And then during the photographic process, I might drag the object over a period of a couple of seconds, and that creates these shifts in space, these slurring colors. I would say the element of time is the number one element that attracts me in photography. The idea of capturing movement and freezing it, but also watching its duration.
These images dance along the edges of perception, often conjuring up fleeting glimpses of forgotten childhood. Flashes of lace, sequins, and candy create a beguilingly romantic soft aura. But somehow, this work isn't asking us to take a sentimental sip from the cup of memory. This is offering us a Shirley Temple with an acid twist.
The work has become more romantic with time. When I started this series of still lives, I would say it was a little more macabre. It was slightly darker. I used to pick up garbage from the street or dead birds and photograph them, rotten vegetables, that type of thing. And now I'm more intrigued by objects that have a nostalgic feel and that are very beautiful. All the objects for me are beautiful. All the objects I photograph are very beautiful to me. I actually select them because of their colors and because of their shapes and because of their symbolic potential. I mean, I think I read them all as potential protagonists in a narrative.
There is a fluid, dreamy quality to Laura's work, and the element of water is strong throughout.
I'm interested in water because, like movement, it's an element that permits these objects to sort of transform. They look like they're sinking, they look like they're floating, they look like they're emerging, and so I like that feeling of movement going in and back out of the frame.
This is an atmospheric and hauntingly beautiful collection of work that shouldn't be missed. I found myself totally immersed in Laura Dodson's aqueous and evocative world and feel enriched by the experience. This is Corinne Chandler for Athens Living saying come back again soon.